Hey guys, and welcome to the Best Options channel. In this video, we've decided to review the best Nikon cameras available on the market today. First, we will be looking at some of the best affordable entry-level Nikon cameras that are available, then at the top premium ones that you can buy. If you'd like to see their price, and find out more information about the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description box below. So, here are the top 5 best Nikon cameras for this year. The fifth product on our list is the Nikon D3500, also known as the best beginner Nikon camera that can be found on the market for this year, usually priced at around $500. The new model has been redesigned almost completely. The D3500 got a new body, looks more elegant and modern with a row of keys on the left side of the screen completely removed. This makes the device faster and easier to use. Another improvement is the spring-loaded lever that activates the live view option, located next to the shooting mode dial on the top of the camera, also taken from the D50-600 model. Also included in the mix is the new old AFP Nikon 18-55mm, 3.5 to 5.6G VR lens, an ideal match for this fella. Because of the small size, don't let its dimensions fool you, because AFP models use a stepper motor that allows almost silent operation. There is almost no unpleasant buzzing sound of the autofocus motor when recording video, and the focusing speed is improved when using a live view. They're also optically better than old AFS versions. Behind the lens are a 24-megapixel DX CMOS sensor, without a low-pass filter. A multicam 1000 with 11 AF points set to mostly cover the center of the image, and the Exp4 that calculates everything that happens in the frame, so the hardware has remained unchanged, and with a good simple reason, is not broken so don't fix it, everything works quickly and accurately. It also offers a sufficient number of options. The device is beginner-friendly, as well as fairly priced. Furthermore, the new body took away the receiver that was used to trigger the device via the remote control, but the possibilities via the Bluetooth connection have been expanded, so the help of this SnapBridge app for iOS and Android, in addition to assigning geolocations to photos, and synchronizing time between two devices, you can now also shoot the camera. The autofocus system is responsive and quickly captures focus in conditions with a sufficient amount of light, but as the light decreases, it slows down. We advise you to use the center point only in low light conditions because it'll be the fastest and most accurate results. Some of the pros of this product include excellent image quality, remarkable 1550 shot battery life, compact for a DSLR. However, a con for this product, it has Bluetooth, but no Wi-Fi. Good stuff, a thumbs up from here. In fourth place, we have the Nikon D7500 DX. It is usually priced at around $1,000, and it is our option for the best for enthusiast Nikon cameras. The body, although it shares the same sensor with the senior Nikon D500, is protected from dust and raindrops, small, robust, and fits very well in the hand. The grip is shallower than that of the Nikon D750, but it is very comfortable, which translates into easy handling in times of crisis, as well as a good balance with the vast majority of normal lenses for this type of body. The Nikon fixed lenses of 35mm f1.8G DX, 50mm f1.8G, and 85mm f1.8G, balance perfectly like the 24 to 70mm f2.8G zoom. The presence of the two customizable modes U1 and U2, that Nikon has been accustomed to for some time, are welcome, making it much easier to shoot in conditions that require different types of settings and quick change between them. The high-quality screen reproduces the details very well in bright light conditions, and it has a very well implemented touch function as well as its folding, which covers a larger angle than that of the Nikon D750. In shooting mode, the light can be made very easy just by touching the point on the screen that we want in focus. Also, in live view shooting mode, after touching the screen on the area on which we want to make the clear, the camera shoots itself, eliminating the loss of clearness by accidentally changing the position of the camera by pressing the shutter button if not an external remote control is used. Integrated Wi-Fi and Bluetooth functions, available only when using SnapBridge. Noteworthy is the appearance of a new color profile, Picture Control Automat, which gives us a fairly correct and realistic color combination, good to use when shooting in JPEG format and uploading directly to the internet without further editing the frames. Some of the pros of this product include good high ISO performance, 4K video, 8 FPS continuous shooting. However, a con for this product is, it has only one card slot. With its 8 frames per second, we have no reason to miss the perfect moment. The third product on our list is the Nikon Z6 II body. If you're looking for the best mirrorless Nikon camera that can be found on the market, you are in right place. This is around $1,800. The body and handling of the Z6 II are basically the same as its predecessor, which means it remains a solidly built camera with a comfortable grip. The weather-sealed body is primarily constructed from magnesium alloy, providing a good balance of weight and solidity. The grip itself is comfortable and the front and rear dials are very well positioned so that they are readily accessible when you're holding the camera. The Z6 II is a subtle refresh of the existing Z6, extending the capabilities a little but offering mostly similar well-rounded stills and video feature sets. The viewfinder in the Z6 II is the same 3.68mm OLED as in the original model, and the Z7 II. Nikon points out that the optics and coatings are of their own design and says it's decreased both the refresh lag and the blackout time between shots. However, the company hasn't put a number on either improvement. Nikon says the autofocus performance has been incrementally improved over the original Z6, but the most notable feature change is the addition of face and eye detection, both human and animal, to the wide area AF mode. Previously these features were only available in the auto area AF, meaning the camera decided where to focus. The camera's menus are consistent with most Nikon cameras made over the last decade or so. This means the menus are quite dense with options, but the key custom settings section is well arranged and color-coded, which makes it easy to navigate. A My Menu tab can be configured with either your preferred options or a list of your most recently used options. Some of the pros of this product include 24 megapixels full-frame image sensor, 5-axis in-body stabilization, up to 14 FPS continuous drive. However, a con for this product, full-frame 4K limited to 30 FPS. The Z6 II comes with the latest NL15C battery. It's a 20% higher capacity version of the 15B that came with the previous model. The camera is compatible with earlier NL15 batteries but will perform much better with the more recent versions. USB charging is only available with the Type B and C units. Up next, meet the Nikon D850, which gets the title of the best DSLR Nikon camera you can find in the market now, and you can purchase it for a bit higher price this time, $2,600. The Nikon D850 is Nikon's latest high-resolution full-frame DSLR, boasting a 46MP backside illuminated CMOS sensor. But, in a fairly radical departure for the series, it is also one of the company's fastest shooting DSLRs. The D850's body is primarily made from magnesium alloy and fairly closely resembles the D810. The camera's grip has been reworked, making it more comfortable than the D810 when holding the camera for long periods or the heavy lens combinations. The most obvious visual difference between the cameras is a different viewfinder hump, with the new camera having no built-in flash. The use of a backside illuminated sensor means that the light collecting elements of the sensor are closer to the surface of the chip. This should not only increase the efficiency of the sensor but should also be expected to make the pixels near the edges of the sensor better able to accept light approaching with high angles of incidence, improving peripheral image quality. Like the D810 before it, the D850 continues to offer an ISO 64 mode that allows it to tolerate more light and bright conditions. In terms of video, the D850 becomes the first Nikon DSLR to capture 4K video from the full width of its sensor. The removal of the camera's built-in flash frees up room for a new viewfinder, so magnification is able to leap from 0.7 times to 0.75 times, which is the largest optical viewfinder on any Nikon DSLR. The D850 has a 153-point AF system, featuring 99 cross-type points. Some of the pros of this product include spectacular levels of detail, 7 FPS and 9 FPS with grip, 4K full-frame video. However, a con for this product, lower buffer capacity at 9 FPS. As with previous Nikon cameras, the D850 has intervalometer functions built in, so that you can capture time lapses without any external accessories. And finally, we've reached the top, the gold medalist, and the title of the overall best Nikon camera, the Nikon Z50, with a price of roughly $750 in the USA. The Nikon Z50 is the first generation Z-mount DX mirrorless camera with an APS-C sensor. With a fast phase detection autofocus system, 11 FPS continuous shooting speed, ability to record high-quality 4K video at up to 30 FPS without any crop, and a compact, lightweight construction with great body build and ergonomics, the Nikon Z50 is certainly a serious camera to consider for new and existing Nikon shooters. Considering how small it is, the Nikon Z50 is built surprisingly well, with excellent ergonomics to match. The whole front part of the camera, including the top and the grip, is basically single-piece magnesium alloy, which is finished nicely with black paint, some rubber, and plastic. The battery on the Nikon Z50 can be charged either via the provided charger or via the USB port on the side of the camera. The Nikon Z50 is equipped with both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth capabilities in order to be able to transfer images and control the camera remotely. The Nikon Z50 features an advanced 20.9 MP BSI CMOS DX sensor that is capable of producing superb images, especially at its base ISO of 100. Thanks to the lack of an optical low-pass filter, you can take full advantage of the resolving power of the exceptionally sharp Z-mount lenses. Nikon has done a great job making its first mirrorless DX camera, the Nikon Z50. It is packed full of great features, has superb ergonomics, and has a very intuitive menu system. Coupled with a fast X-Pet6 processor, 11 FPS continuous shooting speed, a decent-sized image buffer, and solid AF performance, the Z50 is a versatile choice for doing many different types of photography, including action. The only limitation is when tracking subjects that move fast and erratically. That's where the Z50 showed its weakness. Some of the pros of this product include compact size and handling 4K video, 11 FPS continuous shooting, super slim pancake kit lens. However, a con for this product, awkward flip under selfie screen. The Nikon Z50 is also a capable video camera, thanks to its ability to shoot 4K videos with no cropping at up to 30p.